Starting with some breaking inputs this morning, the University Grants Commission has released the new calendar for the upcoming academic year. All Class 12 board examinations, their results, remember, are expected to be released by 31st of July. College and university admissions, therefore, are to be completed no later than 30th of September. The new academic session is set to begin by 1st October. For students already in college, the following academic year is set to resume starting 1st of August. We have Ankit joining us live from Mumbai newsroom. Ankit, certainly ending wait for several students. They have a certain deadline now to look forward to as far as the next academic year is concerned.
Absolutely, Kritsween. In fact, many deadlines, because this is what the students really wanted to know, and this is a roadmap for what we have going forward. You'll remember up till now we have been discussing whether or not the board exams will take place, how they will take place. Now we have answers to a lot of the questions that come subsequent to that, because the life of a class 12 student is very difficult. There are a lot of important things that they have to plan for their futures. So let me take you through this, okay? So we have the story here on republicworld.com, UGC exam guidelines and academic calendar 2021-22 out. Okay, I'm going to take you through the salient features of what has been described. The story is by Ananya. Okay, here are the key points. All class 12 board exam results are expected to be out by July 31. So CBSE, ICSE and state board exam results are expected. Expected is the key word that the UGC has used. They're expected to be out by July 31. That's not very far away. After that, college and university admissions for undergraduate courses can commence only after the class 12 board exams are out. So if there are any students who fear that the admissions process will begin even before their board exam results are out, state board students, for example, that cannot happen. Admissions can only begin after the class 12 board exam results are out. Next, undergraduate and postgraduate admissions will be completed by September 30th. This is the outer deadline. So all colleges and universities must complete their admissions process by September 30th. That is because the new academic session must begin by October the 1st. So by October the 1st, college sessions need to begin. They can only commence as early as possible. So there is no upper limit to this. They can commence as soon as the admission process is out. They can commence in online, offline, or a mixed mode, a blended mode. And this is for subsequently, because this batch will be joining a little bit late, to bring it on track for the next academic year. This incoming batch will begin its second year by August 1, 2020. The UGC has not stipulated it, but it has made it sound like this batch may have only one semester, one elongated semester. I don't know what kind of break there may be inside, but the next session must begin by August 1, 2020. If you go further down, we have the full guidelines here on our Republic World story. This is the circular by the University Grants Commission. You can go through it, and here they present a table. Exactly what I showed you earlier. This is a table that represents all of it. So all students, class 12 students, postgraduate aspirants, college aspirants, they can all go to republicworld.com. The story is right up there. It is our biggest story right now. There are thousands of students reading this because this impacts many students. This is across courses. We are not just talking engineering. We are not just talking medicine. We are talking all fields for all class 12 aspirants in the country. Here is the story on republicworld.com. So I urge all students, their parents, teachers, universities, administrators, everyone to go there. This is a very large update by the University Grants Commission. Back to you, Kritsween.
Thank you for that update. Important points that Ankit brought to light, and these are very important given that students certainly have been looking at an uncertain future. Of course, the decision to cancel class 12 board examinations was taken, but now their results will be out. The class 12 examination results will be out by 31st of July. Following this, the admission procedure will begin in college and universities. Like Ankit pointed out, college and university admissions for undergraduate courses will commence after the exam results are out, which means that it will take place certainly after 31st of July. And the deadline will be 30th September. So all undergraduate and postgraduate admissions to be completed by 30th of September. Ankit, if I could come back to you, what then happens if we look at a possible third wave? Because remember, there have been changes constantly since the last 1 year and students have been living in a very, very uncertain environment as far as their academics go, their examinations go. So we could perhaps look at some sort of reassessment as well. But for the moment, this is the schedule that we will be sticking to.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Kritsveen, in the way that earlier we saw some places opened schools, but then the second wave hit. So here, what the UGC has said is that the courses can commence in online, offline, or a blended mode. So they have given colleges and universities the liberty to decide how they will administer their courses. However, they have stipulated clear timelines, because what the students cannot really afford at this stage is to not begin their classes, because that invariably ends in too much workload. Some students have to drop a whole year and things of that nature, which they have already been suffering. So there is incredible uncertainty in the lives of students at the moment. But what the UGC has done is it has put forward a very clear framework for when things can start and the manner in which they can start. People have by now got used to, universities, colleges have now got used to having some kind of curriculum, some kind of way to have students join it. Of course, that cannot account for everyone. It's very difficult to provide technological aids to everyone. So of course, it is a difficult situation to be in. But in case of an impending third wave, with the COVID outbreak still very much on, with vaccine for children still to be approved, it is an online, offline blended mode that the UGC is looking towards to continue the education for these students.
Yes, and as far as the next academic session of this batch is concerned, the incoming, the second batch, that is to begin by 1st of August. So important points there that need to be kept in mind for all those students who are now passing out of their 12th, entering colleges, and perhaps the ones who are already in the first year as well. Thank you, Ankit. We'll keep coming back to you. Important story that Republic will be tracking all through the day.